And as time flies by, you'll open up your eyes wide. You feel it's gonna go your way. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, hey, hey.
Welcome back to Marbella now. My name is Nicole King, and once again I'm recording the show from here, Parque Constitucion, because everything's closed. Crazy Marbella, but still the best. Serrana lives in Alveria, and although her clinic is right here in the centre of Marbella off the Ricardo Soriano and just steps away from the Skull, the beach, and this Parque la Constitucion, Constitution Park, she had no idea it existed until she came here for her interview. So I thought it would be very nice today to introduce you guys to this beautiful park.
Let the music get to your heart. Let it set you on your way. No time to hesitate. We are all the same. So much trouble tearing us apart. Poison arrows shoot straight to your heart. We can change if we try. Just believe it's worth your time.
Kids section's cordoned off at the moment, but a lovely playground area just can't be used at the moment.
Let the feeling into your soul. Let it set you on your way. No need to.
Always workmen in the background, what can I say? And this is where we set up stage for our interviews.
Time to make a change. There'll be no trouble tearing us apart. Brothers, sisters, one beating heart. We can change if we try. Just believe it's worth.
And these are all the birds here in the park. Hence so much singing. Each walkway's got benches.
Let the music get to your heart. Let it set you on your way. No time to hesitate. We are all the same.
As you can see, a beautiful, peaceful spot right in the heart of our city, just behind the tourist office, just behind the Paseo Marítimo, the promenade, and next to the skull. And we're going to go out that exit because my next guest is going to be waiting for us by the skull, and we're going to go down to the Paseo Marítimo, to the promenade, to catch up. So watch this space for Diana Buck of Intercultural Connections. Feels like St. Marco's Square. And the main gates.
So much trouble tearing us apart. Poison arrows shoot straight to your heart. We can change if we try. Just believe it's worth your time. One.
And now, down to the beach.
We are at one. We are at
Straight across our tourist office, which is right here, Frontline Beach, where our tourists come. So perfectly located. Our emblematic little statue here.
one. We are at one. Let the feeling.
Now that's what I call a sandcastle. Okay, these are the guys responsible for this sandcastle. Come down here to the Paseo Marítimo because they must have worked very hard to build this thing. In fact, they built it in the summer and they're keeping it going now during the winter. But it is a lot of work, and it depends, he said, on the time they have and the amount of beers they've had. But this work is not sponsored by anyone. It's up to us. Wrong time of day to be recording as I've got the sun right on top of me. Anyway, time to give these guys a little bit of money. Maravilloso, chicos.
Judy likes to consider herself a clever young woman, which is why she thought very carefully before choosing her insurance company. Now that she needs it, she's jolly glad she chose Linear Director, as it looks as if she might have something better to do. Why don't you be clever, like Judy? Call Linear Director on 952 14 78 34 and see which policy is best for you.
When I'm the designated driver, I think it's only fair that I get to choose a zero-hero venue that rewards me with free soft drinks. My friends all get to choose and booze, and they feel safe going home with me. Make sure that you get your reward for being the designated driver. Why pay if you don't have to?
Hi guys, Ross here from Hogan Stand. Proud to be a member of the Zero Hero campaign. And we recommend everybody. Nobody drives drinking. Everybody who drives a car doesn't have any alcohol in their system, and we're proud to sponsor the Zero Hero program.
Our welcome Zero Heroes. Come and visit us.
G-Wine is happy to be Zero Hero partner.
How cool is that? G-Wine.
Thank you.
That's
Clara
okay.
are proud to present Zero to Hero. Never drink and drive.
McNulty's is proud to be a Zero Hero partner.
Out of bounds, Zero Hero partners.
Here we are, sticker going on, delighted. to welcome everybody and to be part of the Zero Hero campaign. Delighted.
Zero Hero, welcome here. Al Gaucho de Barús.
Well, I found her. Here she is. Diana, it's so lovely to see you again.
It's lovely to be here again.
You live in such an idyllic area. What's it like walking out of your front door and being in the middle of all this?
I love the location of the Skoll because it's just right in the middle of everything and right by the sea. So it's nice.
It's nice to, doesn't matter what's going on in the world. It's like we live in a little bubble here. We've got the sunshine, mountains in the background, ocean in front of us.
That's
Quite a
true.
privilege.
That's true. We're privileged.
You've been very busy in spite of lockdown, in spite of the challenges. You represent Intercultural Connections.
Yes.
Very much bringing American students and teachers to Spain to understand the country, the culture, the language. Obviously, all that's on hold, but that hasn't stopped you from what I understand.
Actually, all of that, the last time we talked, the groups coming from the U.S. for short summer programs and adults going from here to the U.S. for certain cultural activities, all of that, of course, is on hold. And so since September, I've been working specifically with Marbella International University. We've been collaborating with the idea of, yes, setting up some partnerships with American universities for the future. But right now, one of the things that we're very excited about, and I think this is interesting for families in Marbella, is that international families here, the same as Spanish families here, whose sons and daughters want to study in English at the university level and plan to go perhaps to the US, to the UK, now are really rethinking that because it's very difficult with the pandemic. And I think that Marbella International University offers a wonderful opportunity for these Marbella families to consider starting here in Marbella. And if 2 years from now, a year from now, 3 years from now, they want to go to the US and continue to the UK, we have partnerships in place so that that's possible, so that their credits are recognized, so that they can continue with a career. But at the moment, they would be very close to home and they would be doing everything in English, which is the idea of a lot of families.
It really is, and it makes me think, people are talking about staycations, it's stay educations. It's just rethinking it a little bit.
Yes, it's a new way of thinking about it.
Which has to be. What are the opportunities at the university? What kind of things can kids study?
Okay, well, first of all, I want to mention the international atmosphere. There are students from 72 different countries, and that means that it's just students from here in Marbella are in a totally international atmosphere, and they can study a number of different careers, both at the undergraduate and graduate level. They can do international business, they can do international relations, they can do business management or psychology, they can do sport management. There are a lot of different fields. So we really want to encourage, especially with this situation now, for families in Marbella to look at Marbella International, because most of the recruiting has been done internationally and the students have come from afar. But I think that this will be a bit of a change of direction, and we'll get, I think, a lot more students from right here in our area.
And it's really nice to have you now that you know the American system and the setup so well, for them to have that collaboration with you, because Marianne came to our United Nationalities Summit.
Yes.
We're collaborating, trying to help the charities get their products online. So it's really nice to see what, as a community, can be done, and to think get more of the locals involved would be wonderful.
Right. At least that's our hope. And we have actually signed a partnership agreement with an American college right in the heartland of America. It's in West Virginia, And what we were looking for was an institution that had the same kind of personality as MIUC, no? That is a lot of individual attention to each student, because they are students who are away from home. And if they go to the US, they're going to be away from home. And so we wanted an institution that was going to have that same kind of approach. And I think we've been very fortunate to find one. And they're extremely enthused about the relationship, the same as we. And so we're looking forward to starting out virtually and then moving to some students from here going to the US and students from there coming to Marbella International.
How amazing, thanks to technology, how people can be so far away and yet we can be so close and get that input.
Yeah, I think we'll start getting acquainted now. We just signed the agreement. I made a trip in the fall and we signed an agreement, and we're now ready as second semester starts to start getting acquainted virtually. And
congratulations.
Thank you.
No, that's a big achievement.
Yeah, we're very excited about it. And now Marbella International already had and has agreements with the University of West London and with a very prestigious Moscow Institute of International Relations. And students from here can go there directly. They can graduate from either of those institutions, and they can go for a year. So that was already in place, but there was nothing set in place in the US.
It's so nice to see things falling into place, because Marianne had a dream.
Yes, she
did. To see her pull it off is magnificent.
She has been the heart and soul at Marbella International, and she has steadily moved forward with all of the authorities here with regard to Spanish accreditation, trying to move forward with that process. And at the same time, the students have been coming more and more from all different countries. So,
really quite an achievement. I've been following the story for a few years, and it's nice to see that really where there is a will is that consistency. Just keep going, keep going.
That's what Mariana has that's just outstanding. She has been consistent and steady and very, very academically serious. And that's why it was possible, as far as I'm concerned, to go to a U.S. university and say, this is what we'd like to do, because it's clearly academically very serious.
It's really nice also with you to see you finding your place. You've been doing some great things bringing people over from America, but it's like you've also found your little spot here.
Specifically here in Marbella.
Exactly,
That's
doing
true.
what you like.
That's true.
And actually being able to put it to good use.
Yes.
You know, and it's like having that, again, consistency. Not just the groups coming over, bringing people over, but able to do that on a daily basis.
Exactly. They're wonderful to work with. I really enjoy being at MIUC.
How long have you been in Marbella?
I've been in Marbella for 10 years, but sort of off and on, because I come and go to the U.S., but now I'm here for longer periods of time.
And obviously love every moment.
I do. I love Marbella.
Do you get opportunities to walk along the promenade and actually take it in? Because I know you're very busy, but...
I definitely do. It's just out the door and right over there and walk along the promenade. It's just so special. So I think that also I can talk very enthusiastically about people coming from the U.S. to Marbella, because this is a privileged place. It's wonderful.
It's nice to see also there are more flights and possibilities to come here than there used to be a few years back.
Yeah.
So we are on the American map now.
Yes.
They know we exist.
Definitely.
Here in old Europe.
Definitely.
Well, Diana, it's really lovely to catch up. Anything we can do to help apart from come and check out the university?
Well, I think that would be the main thing. We'd like to invite everybody here in Marbella, whether it's Spanish family, international family, to come bring your son or your daughter and take a look at Marbella International, because that was how I became acquainted with them, and I was very impressed from the first moment.
Well, I have to say, me too. The installations also are fabulous.
Yes, that's another point that they've been able to continue with on-campus instruction this year because the installations themselves lend themselves to that. Floor-to-ceiling windows, doors open, very well ventilated, and the students have been very responsible.
Well, it's really nice to see. Hashtag better together. Diana, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Nicole.
I can't believe we've come to the end of another week, and what a strange week it has been. Well, we'll see what's going to be set up for us, new restrictions or not coming for the future, but in the meanwhile, please do remember the most important thing is to take care of yourselves, be nice to each other, and to join us again next week for more of what's going on in Marbella now. Hasta luego, cuidados.
Change if we try. Just believe it.